Alderman Willis.
Here. Madam Secretary, I believe Alderman Vitale is also attending the permanent schools meeting at this time.
Uh, 11 present.
11 present. Thank you, Madam Secretary. We do have a quorum. The next portion of the meeting is devoted to public comment. Please use the raise your hand feature via Zoom or state your name if you're using the conference line. Statements are limited to the legislative function of the Board of Aldermen. The time limit granted to each speaker shall be 3 minutes. Residents, taxpayers, and electors may address the board at this time or provide comment through email. The board encourages speakers not to express derogatory, insensitive, or offensive statements, or to engage in personal attacks against individuals. In order for everyone an opportunity to speak, I'd ask that everyone please limit their comments to 3 minutes. We did receive one letter via email for public comment. Mr. William Skip Zeeble, 10 Silver Street. A copy of Mr. Zeeble's letter can be found on the city's website. John Perfetto?
Yes. Good evening. My name is John Perfetto. I live at 48 Carrington Ave. For the past few years, I've been employed at Platt Tech, and my son also graduated from there a couple of years ago in the culinary program. So over the course of his time there, I've been very involved with the school and the culinary department. Tonight, I'm speaking as a Milford resident, and more important to me, and as always, I'm an advocate for children. So during an average academic year at Platt, the number of Milford students range from 100 to 150 students. So I think it's fair to say that Platt, although it's a state school, it's really a Milford school. I mean, it's located in Milford. A lot of Milford kids attend there. So as you're probably aware that they're building a new high school. It's going to be a state-of-the-art technical high school, and it's scheduled to open in March of 2022. The new school, however, it's being built over the existing athletic fields, leaving us in a bit of a jam. But in the past, we've had a good working relationship with the city of Milford. We've allowed them to use our fields, and in exchange, they've groomed the fields for us. That men's softball field on the corner of Orange Ave is probably one of the favorite fields in all of Milford. The city turf fields that have been built across the street from Platt, have been a great addition to the city, and the high school has benefited from the proximity to our school. On weekends with the YMCA fields and those turf fields in use by soccer and lacrosse, Platt has become an ideal overflow parking lot. So again, it's one neighbor helping out another. With that being said, Platt's in a vulnerable position in that we really can't bring much to the table right now, but we're in need of using the fields. I'm coming to this board tonight to ask for some reassurances that the city's athletic fields will be available if they're not occupied to Platt Tech and it's over 100 Milford resident students that attend that school. Currently, we're in our 4th day in a row that we've been unable to use the turf fields across the street and had to cancel boys and girls soccer practice. And I'm hopeful that there's just a small clerical glitch and that this can be worked out quickly. When our facility is built, it'll have a turf field, a baseball field, and a multi-use field, as well as a huge parking lot and a full-size gymnasium. One of the only full-size gymnasiums north of the Post Road. And I know all these fields and the gym will be used to benefit all the residents of Milford. Again, I'm hopeful that the board can assure me tonight that there should be no doubt that the Platt students, which contain over 100 Milford students, will be able to resume the use of these unoccupied fields from now until the new facility is opened. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perfetto. Moving on to new business, Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 8A.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Did we miss the minutes? Agenda item number 3. Phil?
Hang on one second. I'm very sorry about that. I skipped over a whole page. Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 3, consideration of minutes for the regular meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approve the minutes of the regular meeting of the Board of Aldermen held on September 14th, 2020.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, a roll call vote, Madam Secretary.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor,
Yes.
Alderman Gennatasio,
Yes.
Alderman Grant,
Yes.
Alderman Harla,
Yes.
Alderman Parente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Willis.
Yes.
All in favor.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda, there are no special meeting minutes to consider. We'll move on to item number 5, Chairman's Report. I'd like to congratulate the winners of the Best of Milford contest. That's an event, that's an annual event that's put on by the Milford Living Magazine and the Regional Chamber of Commerce. This is the inaugural year, and there's quite a few winners that they're going to remain unnamed, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners for doing this great job. And I want to also congratulate or thank Pam Stanesky and Suzanne Cahill for the enormous amount of work they do putting this event together. That's about it. I just want to remind everybody again that this is October and the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The next item on the agenda is item number 6, Mayor's Report and Recommendations. Is there a report from our mayor? Mr. Mayor.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I hope everybody is doing well during these pandemic times as we settle into the fall season. I respectfully request your consideration and action on those items listed in the agenda. 8A. Item 8B, Mr. Chairman, at your pleasure, it can be withdrawn. We have clarification within the last couple of days that FEMA does not require legislative approval. If you'd like to approve it, I'm happy to provide you background information on that agenda item, but at your pleasure, you may withdraw it as well. So with that, I'm happy to answer questions as they arise in the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The next item on the agenda is item 7. There is no unfinished business. Agenda item number 8, moving on to new business. Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 8A.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Pursuant to Article 2, Section 16, parenthesis 7 of the Charter of the City of Milford, Board of Aldermen, I move that we approve the appointment of Democrat Mark Zaharides of 78 Harborside Drive to complete the unexpired term of Brett Brosder on the Planning and Zoning Board representing the 5th District.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Alderman Giannattasio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you, I'd just like to welcome Mark on his new appointment and also thank Brett Rosedare on his public service, serving on the Planning and Zoning Board in the 5th District. I think that it's important to acknowledge, people when they run for elected office, and hopefully we'll see more of Brett down the road. Thank you.
Is there any more discussion on the motion? Hearing none, I want to also congratulate you too, Mark. I know you'll do an outstanding job on the Planning and Zoning Board. At this time, will our newly confirmed Planning and Zoning Commissioner unmute his microphone and raise his hand to be sworn in by our city clerk.
First, don't we have to vote?
Let me try him on his cell, but you're saying he's there now. You're not sure where he is.
We're going to put that motion to a vote. Madam Secretary, roll call vote, please.
Yeah, all right. We are on phone.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes, welcome aboard.
Alderman Gaynor. Alderman Giannattasio,
Yes.
Alderman Grant,
Yes.
Alderman Harlow,
Yes.
Alderman Frente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith. Alderman Winthrop Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Willis.
Yes.
All in favor.
All in favor, vote is unanimous. Again, congratulations, Mark, and let me repeat myself again. At this time, newly confirmed Planning and Zoning Commissioner unmute his microphone and raise his hand to be sworn in by our city clerk. Thank you, Mark.
Hi, Mark, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Do you solemnly swear or sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that you will faithfully execute and discharge your duties and responsibilities according to law as a member of the Planning and Zoning Board of the City of Milford to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mark. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and continue the agenda item number 8B. Alderman Sutton, agenda item 8B.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approves the attached mutual benefit and use agreement for the removal of storm debris and to authorize the mayor, public works director, and city attorney to take all steps necessary, including signing all documents, to effectuate said agreement.
Can I hear a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Alderman Giannattasio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to Mayor Blake. Blake, quick question. Though we don't need this approval that you duly noted, my question is, are we still going to use the preferred vendor that FEMA recommended, or are we going to take care of this service or this cost and with another company?
Mr. Chairman, through you to Alderman Giannattasio, this stems from storm and debris relief after Storm Isaias, which happened back about a month and a half ago. There were hundreds of trees down throughout the city and all over Connecticut. Milford got hit pretty hard. Public Works did a fantastic job doing storm debris cleanup. We hauled hundreds and hundreds of trees out and did a lot of chipping and removal from our streets to make our areas in our public spaces passable and safe. However, there still are a lot of trees down in some of our open spaces, places like Solomon and the Berm at Walnut Beach and Beaver Brook Trail and Mondo Ponds Trail. Milford has 3,500 or approximately 3,500 acres of open space. And we made all those trails safe. However, there's still a lot of work that Public Works will have to do to, clean up from that big storm that did wallop a lot of Milford. If we are awarded FEMA reimbursement, we will move forward with this state vendor. It is the only approved state contractor in Connecticut for which they will get reimbursed by FEMA. Again, we're not going to move forward with this state contractor unless we're assured FEMA reimbursement. We will do the cleanup over a longer period of time in-house if we aren't reimbursed. Last Friday afternoon, the governor sent a letter to FEMA requesting federal aid based on two different counties, New Haven County and Hartford County's volume of storm destruction, the financial amount of destruction that was associated with each county. And based on that request from the governor's office, FEMA has to make a determination whether or not Milford and the rest of those two counties within Connecticut will qualify for reimbursement. So we are waiting to see, but we did want to be prepared and ready if we were going to contract with this state contractor.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, thank you, Mayor Blake, for the update, and please notify us if we end up getting the reimbursement from FEMA, which means that we would be using this preferred vendor. If you can just, let us know, when you are made aware of, the situation. Thank you.
Any more discussion on the motion? Hearing none, roll call vote, Madam Secretary.
Alderman Beatty?
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor?
Yes.
Alderman Gennatasio?
Yes.
Alderman Grant?
Yes.
Alderman Harla?
Yes.
Alderman Prente?
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Sutton?
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli?
Yes.
Alderman Vitro?
Yes.
Alderman Willis?
Yes.
All in favor?
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Next item on the agenda is number 9. There is no new business. Agenda item number 10, there are no budget memo transfers. Agenda item number 11, moving on to refunds. Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 11A.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approve the attached refunds in the amount of $40,156.95.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Madam Secretary, please.
Alderman Beatty?
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor?
Yes.
Alderman Gennatasio?
Yes.
Alderman Grant?
Yes.
Alderman Harla?
Yes.
Alderman Prente? Alderman Frank Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Sutton?
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli?
Yes.
Alderman Vitro?
Yes.
Alderman Willis?
Yes.
All in favor?
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Agenda item number 12, are there any reports of standing committees? Hearing none, we'll move on to item number 13. Are there any reports from any of the special committees? Hearing none. At this time, I'd like to recognize Alderman Jeremy Grant. Alderman Grant?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. So I am saddened to say that this evening will be my final Board of Aldermen meeting. But I am very excited and have pleasure to share with all of you that I accepted the position of the Open Space and Sustainability for the City of Milford. So that does mean that I will be able to continue working with this board. I will also, as what excites me the most, is I will be able to continue taking and giving back to Milford. I'll be able to continue helping our residents, and doing it in this new role is an absolute dream. And serving on this board has been one of my greatest honors. I have enjoyed all of the ups and downs of it, and I know that this board will continue taking and doing an amazing job moving forward. I thank Alder Giannatasio, Chairperson Vitro, Mayor Blake, City Clerk Fortunati, Peter, Steve, John, everybody on this board has done an amazing job, and really thank all of you. And I look forward to working with you in this new position in the future.
Good luck.
Congratulations, Jeremy. I know you'll do a great job, and you certainly deserve it. We're going to miss you on the Board of Aldermen, that's for sure. Alderman Frank Smith. Alderman Frank Smith, you are muted.
I'm sorry about that. I was going to just make ask if I could make just a local announcement here, Mr. Chairman, but I do want to just comment on, sad to hear of Jeremy's departure from the board. Happy to hear that he will be working with the city in a new and very important capacity. I had the pleasure of serving with Jeremy as one of the library liaisons, and he has always been a fine alderman representative to his district and colleague to all of us, and he will be sorely missed, but we look forward to working with him too in his new role. And thank you for all the help and support you've been over the years, Jeremy. It's been a pleasure serving with you. If I could also too, Mr. Chairman, just quickly mention Walnut Beach Association is normally they have a holiday gala at the end of the year. They are going to be doing a fundraising effort on behalf of all local charities here in Milford. You can learn more about it at the Walnut Beach website, but I did indicate to the officers their entire season, which is always chock full of a lot of entertaining family things, were deferred this year for obvious reasons. But as we come to the end of the year, they are going to work in the spirit of community to provide for those less fortunate, and a number of local charities that they will be benefiting. And I urge all the people of Milford to take a look at the Walnut Beach website and look at their holiday gala and charity drive. It's a very good cause. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alderman Smith. Alderman Giannatasio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. I would just like to take a moment to also congratulate Jeremy Grant on his new position. It's been a pleasure working with Jeremy. I really believe that good things happen to good people, and Jeremy's really going to excel in this position. And we're going to miss his bipartisan spirit in the caucus and also on the board. So Jeremy, best of luck to you and your family. Thank you.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I
Second.
second the motion.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Roll call vote, Madam Secretary.
We're in adjournment?
Alderman Beatty?
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor?
Yes.
Alderman Genatasio?
Yes.
Alderman Grant?
Yes.
Alderman Harla?
Yes.
Alderman Prente? Alderman Prente? Alderman Frank Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith?
Yes.
Alderman Sutton?
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli?
Yes.
Alderman Vitro?
Yes.
Alderman Alderman Willis?
Yes.
All in favor? All.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Meeting is adjourned.